To say I'm controversial would be an understatement. I've been involved in so much controversy that I'm convinced it follows me. Now it's seeping into the top 10s. Join me as we look over the top 10 LEGO controversies. At number 10, for ages, kids have grown up with cartoons. And one cartoon that has lasted for ages is the powerhouse animated TV show The Simpsons. In 2014, LEGO announced that it would be making sets based off the long-running show. The first set released was 71006 The Simpsons House, priced at roughly $200. The backlash was immediate. Fans and parents were up in arms over the newly licensed theme, believing it to be incredibly inappropriate for children. Petitions were launched and voices cried out. However, LEGO held to their newly acquired license and released the set, along with a second full-size set and 2 minifigure series. Number 9. The LEGO Movie was a big deal upon its release. While it was highly adored by fans and critics alike, some were not content to play with their bricks. Conservative news network Fox News spoke out against the film, citing its overall message to be anti-business. Hosts on the network explained that the film set out to target big business and CEOs due to the main antagonist being, well, Lord Business. Despite these claims, the LEGO Movie chugged ahead to gross roughly $469.2 million worldwide. At number 8, and we're back at it again with the LEGO Movie. Turns out that while it did well in the box office worldwide, it may not have agreed with everyone in the world. During a scene in the film, the characters make their way through a realm in the LEGO universe by the name of Middle Zealand. During this, a character explains that the land is a wondrous land full of knights, castles, mutton, torture weapons, poverty, leeches, illiteracy, and, dragons. This caused a slight amount of discomfort among New Zealand audience members, believing the comments about poverty and illiteracy were digs at the country's inhabitants. The writers of the film have since explained that it was in no way the case, and that they were merely joking about the well-known Lord of the Rings trilogy, which was filmed in New Zealand. And number 7. You'd think the Innocent Mixels line would be fairly non-controversial. Unfortunately, this is not the case. On LEGO.com, in the description for the Mixel Turg, he is described as being an experiment that's gone very, very wrong. Part frog, part chicken, part back-of-the-bus window licker, this Mixel has the longest tongue of them all. Unfortunately for LEGO, they did not screen very well for particular words. Disability groups spoke out in great volume against the description, as window licker is an euphemism for a person with learning difficulties. Understandably, people were greatly upset by the description. After a great outcry, LEGO responded by publicly apologizing and altering the description of the set. Coming in at number 6. If you've known us for a while, you're already well aware that our roots lie in the Bionicle line. As it stands, Bionicle is no stranger to controversy. Back in a time around late 2001 and early 2002, the Bionicle line had just recently begun and had been gaining traction around the world. Word of this new line reached the Maori people, and they were none too pleased by it. In several promotional medias, including the Mat Nui online game, several Maori words were used. Examples of this would be Tuhunga, Turaga, Toa, Kopaka, and Pohatu. This greatly upset several Maori tribal groups, to the point they threatened LEGO with legal action. After several months of discussion and debate, LEGO conceded to change select names and promised to make efforts to change how it conducts itself regarding matters of product names and cultural boundaries. At number 5. In recent years, LEGO has made great strides to increase the effectiveness and efficientness of its production. Their efforts have even driven them to step away from ABS plastic, which is an oil-based compound. However, despite all of this, the environmentalist group Greenpeace went after LEGO in 2014. Their issue with the company was with their long-standing partnership with the Shell Corporation. Their opposition was that LEGO, by being partners with Shell, were in turn supporting the big oil corporation's plans to drill in the Arctic. After a video created by the group garnered 5.9 million views, LEGO released a statement that they would not be renewing a partnership with Shell when the time came to renew. Number 4. Unless you lack an internet connection, or just aren't in the know, gender is a heavily debated topic in this day and age. LEGO ended up in the middle of it with the release of their LEGO Friends line in 2012. The aim is specifically marketed towards girls, and in turn raised heads as many deemed it to be inappropriate that it be marketed as a girl's toy. Many have expressed their distaste with the line, as shown with a petition for LEGO to use more gender-neutral marketing reaching over 47,000 signatures. Despite this, LEGO Friends ended up being a global success, with LEGO saying that in 2012 alone, sales among female fans of LEGO tripled. The line has continued to be a great success globally, with no signs of slowing down. Number 3. LEGO is an incredibly versatile platform that can be used for sculptures, mosaics, and much more! There are many who acknowledge this, including Chinese artist Eljay. The artist is known well for several political pieces of art, many speaking out against suppression of free speech. Wishing to once again build works with the LEGO bricks, he made a bulk order in September with the LEGO company. His request was denied by LEGO on the grounds that they, quote, cannot approve the use of LEGOs for political work, end quote. After going public with this information, fans of the artist from around the world were outraged and donated as many bricks to him as they possibly could. Later that October, LEGO changed its policy to where they would no longer ask customers the purpose of their bulk orders. They did, however, insist that when using these pieces for public displays, that the customers state that they are in no way affiliated, supported, or endorsed by the LEGO company. I wonder if that has anything to do with our number 1 spot. Number 2. One of LEGO's largest licensed themes is Star Wars. Many even attribute it to saving the company and being an inspiration for starting the Bionicle line. However, despite its great success, it's not immune to criticism. Soon after the release of 9516 JABBA'S Palace in 2012, Birol Kilik, head of the Turkish Cultural Association of Austria, accused the LEGO company of racism. He claimed that the set, representing a scene from the 1983 film Return of the Jedi, resembles a famous mosque based in Istanbul. For comparison, here's the mosque, and here's the set. LEGO was accused of racism due to the resemblance, with LEGO denying these claims. Eventually, LEGO announced that it would no longer continue to produce the set after 2013. While many were happy about LEGO's choice, the company claims that the decision was not made in response to the controversy, however instead due to the average life cycle of their sets. And finally, number 1. Think of 2 things that should never go together. Go ahead, do it. Okay, what did you think of? Well, if it was Lego Auschwitz, then you guessed our number 1 spot. I'm not kidding, either. If the Nazi death camps weren't already a difficult subject to talk about, let's add LEGO to the mix to make it all the much worse. In 1996, LEGO worked with Polish artist Zbigniew Libera to help him create new works of art. LEGO's contribution to this was a plentiful amount of LEGO bricks for him to use. Unfortunately, Libera did not tell LEGO what he was going to make. The end result of his work was a 7-box limited edition set of 3 LEGO kits made to represent different aspects of Auschwitz. If you don't know what that is, sorry, but I'm leaving that to you. I'm not your history teacher today. This caused a huge uproar among viewers of Libera's art as well as his newest creations, many of them attacking him for the sets. However, to make matters worse, he put on the boxes that the sets had been sponsored by the LEGO company itself. LEGO was incredibly adamant that they had no idea what he intended to create, and completely denied endorsing the works whatsoever. While they attempted to file suit against Libera, their attempts were foiled due to European copyright law and Libera contacting a lawyer of his own. While today it's clear that they are not LEGO creations by any means, they are still considered the most controversial LEGO sets ever made. But those are just our thoughts. What are yours? Post your own top 10 LEGO controversies in the comments below, and feel free to continue the discussion on the TTV message boards at board.ttvpodcast.com. I'm Eljay, and thanks for watching.